It's been, what's the time there? Okay, 5:26. It's been about half an hour, maybe 15 minutes. Let's take a look. Okay, so 79 is what it says there. Okay, that's actually higher. And let's see what happened here. Oh, look at this. 77 degrees. Okay. I'm going to go outside and see if the fan's running. Okay, it's not. Look at that. Wow. Okay, now I'm out here. I don't know with these dogs if you can hear it, but there's no sound at all. So the compressor, I would safely assume is not operating because it would be making some noise. It's really not making any. Okay, so it definitely is sending the signal, and outside it's not getting it. Okay, let's see if I can. Okay, we got 80 degrees, 81. Okay, this is just, and then that's the that should be the hot one. So what gives? Why is it pretending to be on and not on? What is that about? Alright, so this makes me think that it might be something to do with some kind of, peak power demand, right? And in this neighborhood right now, or this house, it's not going to take the AC. It's not going to run it because it doesn't want to run it because there's peak load. What is it, 5:30 p.m.? I don't know if that's peak load. Maybe because people come home from work and then they crank up the AC, right? So yeah, and it doesn't know what temperature it is because I don't think the signal goes all the way. I don't think it's telling it that. And there's no thermometer out there worth a damn because it's only going to give you the ambient temp, and that doesn't tell you what the indoor temp is. So unless this thermostat actually can somehow send the temperature out there, or I mean, look, let's say it were a heat wave, right? That's when you'd want it to be off even more. Yeah, but this is kind of crazy because people could die if this malfunctions. Let's say it's a really bad heat wave, right? And you got people who are in an upstairs, top floor. I mean, these buildings literally were not designed without AC as a given. And then you take that away, and what do you know? Top floor apartment of like a 10-story walk up with the roof, no, not even an attic or any kind of separation or mechanical ventilation, and just a hot roof baking in the sun. I've heard that it gets to be, ooh, I mean, people literally die from this stuff. They literally die. I'm not saying I'm dying now because I'm not that old yet, but people do die from this stuff a lot. Okay, now it says it's pending. I'm going to just pause it. And, who turned it off? Because it said it was on. Now, maybe I should listen. I should have listened to see if there was a click when I did that. Because maybe it secretly turned it off from... No, because the fan was on too. On high speed. Well, there's no separate control for that, is there? Unless this is a like a network. Unless it's like, you know what I mean? Like an oscillated frequency thing. Instead of just a straight, analog. It could be a digital, like a network. So it could take those, could take the regular pinouts and it could convert them with this thermostat to sneak a signal over it and communicate God knows what, anything. It could take signals from like the smart meter on your, your main house rig, the electric meter, the demarc. It could take a signal from there. That can signal this, or this can signal that, and vice versa. I don't know if this would reach it necessarily with two AA's, but I know for sure that the AC unit itself has that ability. I mean, that's a piece of cake. All you need is enough power to get a signal to that. And now then it's 10-4 hat time, right? You gotta start EMF shielding. Try that out. Maybe just put an EMF thing on the meter. But I don't think that'd work because you'd have to block it all the way around, and that's pretty tough. And there's probably legal issues if it breaks or things like that. So now it's playing games again. I guess I'd have to read a manual on how this is actually designed from an information perspective, as well as not just that, but the mechanical. Because here we are, this is basically an ICS system, and I'm not in the role of the administrator here, apparently. The supervisory control data acquisition system, what is it? Industrial control systems, supervisory control, and data acquisition. Yeah, that's like forget the word. You know, it's the SIEM. Okay. Now let's see if we get some cool here. Hang on. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if it's dropping. Okay. It looks like it's dropping. Let's see here. Yeah. It's dropping pretty quick. It's going to get down to about 62, and then it's going to change its mind and turn it off. Because that's what it keeps doing. So I got to come over here. And okay, well, this tells me it's probably not the HVAC unit itself. It's probably the thermostat. At least if it does get to the temperature I'm looking for, I have to make sure about that. Okay, we're down to 72. Now I don't remember if this is a two-phase, two-stage compressor or not. I know when we were looking about buying it, I don't remember. I think there might have been the one-phase, two-phase stage, and then there was maybe like a, you know, non-binary or multiple, you know, just like infinite. Instead of having like two different systems, like you have here the heater coil mode, and then you have the heat pump mode. And when the heat pump can't keep up with the demand and it's still getting too cold, then this kicks in the coils. This does, the heating coils, and those can also be kicked in a sequence that is based on demand. So in other words, you're not necessarily going to put the entire coil set energized unless it's really cold. Then you do that. But if it's only you know, maybe a couple degrees, then you do that. And then also there's a time factor. So you take maybe 5 minutes, or I don't know what, 20 minutes maybe, and then if there's no results, then you crank it up. This might be what I'm observing. I think that's what this is. As somebody just thinking from a designer and an engineering perspective, that is what I would probably design into it, and that may be what I'm looking at. But however, it's failing because look, it's 80 degrees. 80 degrees inside, and you know, I'm asking for much less than that. Now this is saying 80. There's no other thermostat I know of anywhere else installed. So something's not right, unless this is like punishment. Maybe I posted something online that was not very acceptable. Who knows? Maybe that's what it is. So beware. Don't type anything on the internet, because your AC might get cut off on a hot day and you might die from the heat. That's the lesson here. Okay, so oh yeah, okay, good. So it's not like in stage 1 or stage 1 or 2. No, it's full throttle, and then it just shuts off. Why? I don't know. It's not this. That's pretty good. Nice, good airflow there. I checked the filter. What else could it be? Well, it could be something broken in there. I'd have to look at all the blueprints, but I don't know what model it is, so whatever.